What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a different video for you. It's something that I've never really done before. I generally stay away from this stuff, or I have silent opinions about it, and I'm not really too public about stuff like this. But this is something I want to talk about because it has something to do with a community that I am highly involved in, that I'm a big part of, and that's the online gaming community. Whether you be part of the Call of Duty community, the GTA, Fortnite, whatever you're playing, you are a part of this community known as the gaming community online. And in the past few years, there's been something going on in the community that it's popular for the wrong reasons, and it shouldn't be popular at all, and it shouldn't exist at all, in fact, and that is swatting. And if you're not familiar with the term swatting, it's basically where you deceive an emergency service into going to another person's address based on the false reporting of a serious emergency. It's basically like me and you, we're playing a game, I find out your address, I call the cops in your town, and I tell them, hey, so-and-so's got a bomb at their house, and they're threatening to blow up the city hall or the Walmart, for example. And the cops are going to come to your house based on this false report. They're going to kick in the door, and they are probably going to detain you until they figure out that it was a hoax, and then you have no proof that it was me unless you were recording. And still, I don't think anything would come of this. And like I said, swatting has been going around for a few years now. It's gotten more and more popular. I've seen tons of videos of popular live streamers just streaming a game, and all of a sudden the SWAT team bursts in because somebody watching the stream thought it would be funny to do this. And it's evolved from harmless pranks. A few years ago, I remember hearing the term, or it wasn't the term swatting, but people were getting somebody's address and calling their local Pizza Hut and ordering 50 pizzas and having it sent to this person's house. And it's real awkward, and it's wasting people's time. But for the most part, that is harmless, versus now where we have the first ever, I think it's the first ever fatality where someone has been killed because of swatting. And that is horrible. And what's even more horrible, and I'm going to get to this, is that it was an innocent man who had nothing to do with this at all. And it was only a matter of time. And swatting, I believe, is a felony offense. But I'm not sure if anything really ever comes of this stuff, because it's just, what do you do? I'd say a lot of these police departments don't have the resources to track these people down, whether you call from a Skype number, which I don't know if those are traceable, or an unknown number on a phone. It's kind of hard to get back to these people and find out who originally called in to this police station, and whatever it may be. I'm not sure what all goes into that, and I'm not sure if anybody's really ever gotten in serious trouble because of this. I didn't research this because it's kind of not relevant to what I really want to discuss here, and that's what went down yesterday on December 28th, 2017. So it started hitting the headlines around midnight last night. I saw it, and basically this happened in Kansas, or the state of Kansas in the United States of America. And it's crazy to think that 60 years ago, we were landing on the moon in 1969, and then in 2017, innocent people are being killed because some angry little teenagers on a video game are trying to pull a prank on one another. So the summary of what went down, and if you see me looking over here, I've got some stuff scripted so I don't mess it up. But this seems to be the official reporting, is that two guys, one by the name of Miracle and one by the name of Vaporizer, these are their online aliases or gamer tags, they were arguing on Call of Duty. They were playing some competitive Call of Duty where you can wager, you can bet money, and take it, this was all over $1.50. $1.50. You can go to the store, buy a water for $1.50 or cheaper, depending on where you live. They were arguing, they were teammates, they got into, just this dispute over this $1.50. And this Vaporizer guy, I guess, tried to swat his teammate, buddy. I don't know what these guys were or if they had a history, but they threatened to swat this guy named Miracle. And Miracle was just kind of being a hardhead about it, and actually gave this supposed guy who was supposed to swat him an address. And I don't know whether it was an old address or an address just down the street from where he lived, to record when the cops come after they swatted, just to be like, hey, joke's on you guys, I gave you the wrong address. Well, that's what happened. Miracle lied about his address, gave an address to, like I said, a random one down the street, an old address. I'm not exactly sure. But as a result, a random guy was swatted and he lost his life. So when he was swatted and when this address was given to the local police department, they were told that it was a hostage situation. So they were prepared for this. They were told that there were like 2 dead bodies inside this house, and this guy was highly dangerous. He was armed. And as the police came to this guy's house, the SWAT team, whatever it was, this 28-year-old man, he's a 28-year-old guy, he came to the door and a police officer discharged his weapon and shot him. Now, it's not clear as to what happened with the police officer and if this man was armed or not. I am not sure on that. I can't speak on that, and I'm not going to say anything. But speaking from a cop's perspective, the media has everybody split. I know in the comments of this video, there's going to be people saying, F the police. And then there's going to be guys just siding with the police. And I'm not taking sides, but you gotta think logically. I do want to say in this scenario, the police officers don't know this is fake. They don't know this is a SWAT. They don't know what's going on. There is misinformation. They're told, hey, be prepared for a hostage situation. Anything can happen. And I would be on my toes too. I mean, if we're told, hey, we're going to a hostage situation, I'm going to have my hand on my gun and I'm going to be ready for anything. And like I said, I'm not sure of the events that transpired leading to this man to be shot and what reason other than, hey, be prepared for this hostage situation. But it's very unfortunate. So the cop who killed this man is on a paid administrative leave. But I would go above and beyond to say that it's not the cop's fault that this man was killed at all. He was just on his toes, prepared for this unknown scenario. Like, you know, what are the chances of going to a house and being told there's a hostage situation, somebody's in here ready to kill you, and it being a prank? So it's not this guy's fault. Yeah, he pulled the trigger, but it's the fault of the 3 guys, or the 2 guys involved in this, that swatted the guy, that gave the fake address, and if there's a third party, someone that called the cops for them, it's ultimately these guys' fault. And I really hope something comes of this, because there is blood on these guys' hands. They were on Twitter. They've actually deleted their accounts. And we could actually take a look, if we pull up here, a bunch of conclusive evidence that this is actually what went down, and these are the events that transpired aside from the official articles that are coming out. And you can find everything in this video linked down below in the description. But the first thing that we can pull up here is the official MLG website, or this UMG, showing that there really was a $1.50 wager that went down, and that's what started this all. You can see here, $1.50. That's how much was being bet, and this is on Call of Duty World War II, December 28th, 2017 at 5:47. And I'm not sure if it tells the names of these guys or what their names are. Yeah, we have those here. But, oh yeah, here we are. We got Miracle and Vaporizer. Okay, so these are supposedly the 2 official guys that are responsible for this. And then if we actually go over to Twitter, there's this man by the name of All Skill No Talk. And I'm not sure what role he plays in this, but he's got some inside information. And he's talking about what happened. And he's the one that I found out who these guys were, what their names were, their gamer tags. And he posted 2 different pictures. He posted this long post about kind of what went down and a summary of it all, which you guys, like I said, can find down below in the description. And then this next one is actually a private DM, a screenshot of what was sent as far as the fake address being given out. Now, I've got that blacked out. I'm not sure if it's public, but it's not my place to make it even more public. So we've got this fake address in this DM, and so we know that this is what happened. So like I said before, I really hope something comes of this. It's a shame. It definitely makes me feel ashamed to be a part of the gaming community. And when I tell people, hey, you know, I upload video games on YouTube, this and that, it gives everybody a bad name. It's like that quote, the rotten apple spoils the bunch, because one bad thing happening gives everybody a bad name in this instance, because when people think of the gaming community, this is going to be one of those things they think of, and that's not what it is. It's way more than that. And I'm not sure if this guy's family has come out yet. I'm not sure if he was married, had a wife, a kid, or anything. I sure hope not. I don't know if that's heinous to say as far as that, but like, nobody should ever have to go through this. This man lost his life for no reason. I know it happens every day, and of all times this could have happened between the holidays, man, between Christmas and New Year. You know, this is horrible. Like I said at the beginning, it's a horrible way to close out the year with such horrible news. I don't usually speak on topics like this, but if the family does come out with a GoFundMe, or if somebody sets one up, I'm definitely going to help out. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter and you want to do that, that link's going to be in the description. That way, if something like this does come out, I'm going to tweet it out, and I feel like we should help this guy's family out in any way, shape, or form, in just any way possible. So stay tuned for that, I guess, whether that comes out or not. Any money I make from this video will definitely go towards this guy's family, and whether it be his funeral expenses, whatever it is, I would love to help this family out. So if anybody knows anything about that, you can tweet me or leave a comment down below. And, you know, like I said, it's a bad day to be in the gaming community and to be a part of this. But thank you guys for stopping by. God bless and happy holidays.